I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing.
I don't need to do a whole breakdown of who those two fighters are. So let's talk about who I think wins this fight. And frankly, I think Islam wins this fight. And I think Islam wins this fight in the most obvious way possible. I think he comes forward, I think he gets takedowns, and I think he stays on top. I think it's a decision. Probably as boring as his last fight was.
Obviously have ways to win the fight and finish the fight. Islam has more. He can finish it on the feet. We've seen him knock out great fighters. He obviously can finish with submissions. But if it does have to go to decision, I always lean towards the grappler to outpoint the striker, because it's just really difficult to stay perfect for 25 minutes when you've got a guy who knows how to take the fight to the ground as good as Islam Makhachev. And Islam also is really good at eating time off the clock. So when you see him in there and he's able to strike with a guy at a competent level.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, look, and to further that, Islam 100% is the better fighter, like I think in all areas. But that's why, so I just think this kid's awkward. And like what you're saying, he has to break him down. That's what Garry has to do. He's got to keep getting back to his feet. Hopefully he's learned something from watching the tapes. He can get back to his feet, and then he can wear the other guy down also.
I really don't, but there's an underdog there, and his name's Ian Machado Garry, and he should lose. And Islam Makhachev's on this GOAT horizon, and man, if he wins this one, we may have to have some uncomfortable conversations about the GOAT list.
Yeah, well, I think Islam would have to be a strong favourite, but I think Ian's going to give him some problems, because Ian's a tall guy, he's got great jiu-jitsu, he's got great striking.
What if Ian Garry doesn't even make it to the championship rounds against Islam Makhachev? UFC legends and top MMA voices believe Islam could finish Garry in just 3 rounds. With elite wrestling, relentless pressure, dangerous grappling, and improving striking, Islam has the tools to completely disrupt Garry's game. But can Ian Garry survive the pressure and shock the MMA world? Let's break down why so many experts are predicting a 3-round finish.
I definitely feel like he will do well. I think this will be a 48-47 clear decision win for Islam Makhachev though. I think this is going to be like the Volkanovski fight, except a little bit less exciting on the feet. I think this will be, Ian Garry will have some moments here and there, I think in the grappling is where he will really shine in terms of, oh man, that was almost a sub attempt, but nah, Islam's too good. He gets on top.
Luke Thomas finds it very difficult to pick against Islam Makhachev in this matchup. Islam himself predicts a finish over Ian Garry inside 3 rounds. Thomas points out that Makhachev is the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the sport. His elite skill set and experience make him extremely hard to bet against. For Luke, Islam is clearly the safer and stronger pick.
He's going to sort of work on Islam Makhachev and then force him through the door around rounds 4 and 5. But then Islam Makhachev himself has his own prediction. This is an MMA Junkie graphic where he says at UFC 330, I will beat Ian Garry inside 3 rounds. So Luke, if you had to pick one of the predictions, which one are you siding with?
I think for me personally, it's very, very difficult right now to pick against Islam Makhachev. This is not some grand revelation. He's the pound-for-pound #1 guy in the sport. So, like, this is, I'm not, like, blowing your audience's mind at this present moment.
Danny Segura believes Ian Garry is very skilled and expects him to make this a competitive fight. He says people sometimes underestimate Garry because of their opinions about his personality outside the cage. Still, Segura believes Islam Makhachev's control will be the difference over 25 minutes. He expects Islam to avoid enough damage while controlling enough of the fight to impress the judges. In the end, Danny Segura predicts Makhachev will win by decision.
I don't know. I think Ian's going to put on a competitive fight. I think Ian's very, very good. I think people underestimate him because they don't like who he is outside of the cage, but I think he's very skilled. But I do think it's going to go a decision in favor of Islam Makhachev. I do think over the course of 25 minutes, he gets enough control and avoid enough damage to get the nod on the judges' score.
Michael Bisping believes this matchup is going to be extremely tough for Ian Garry. He says that if Islam Makhachev gets a hold of Garry, he could take him down with relative ease. The biggest question then becomes whether Garry can get back to his feet. If Garry cannot escape Islam's control, Bisping believes the fight could quickly turn against him. With Makhachev's ability to finish fights, that could make the situation very dangerous for Garry.
It's going to be really tough. You leave no stone unturned and you get ready. But here's the reality of it. If Islam Makhachev gets a hold of him, he's going to take him down really easy. And then the big question becomes, can Ian Garry get back to his feet? Because if he can't get back to his feet, then guess what? It's probably over. And we know that Islam Makhachev.
Daniel Cormier believes Ian Garry's best chance of success is to maintain distance and find his range. However, he says that is easier said than done against someone like Islam Makhachev, who constantly pressures his opponents. Cormier also points out that Islam is clearly paying close attention to Garry and his abilities. In his opinion, that shows Makhachev has a high level of respect for what Garry brings to the fight. That respect could make Islam even more focused and prepared for the challenge.
Of working on the wrestling, he gives himself the chance. But ultimately, I think for Garry to be successful, he has got to try to find range, and that's more difficult to do and easier said to do when you're fighting a guy like Islam who constantly is in your face and pressuring you. But hey, little quick point at the top. Islam is paying attention. I truly believe that's because he has a real high level of respect for Ian Garry in Ian Garry's game.
Javier Mendez says people are seriously underestimating Islam Makhachev's striking ability. After working with Islam for more than 12 years, he believes Makhachev has developed into a highly polished striker. Javier emphasizes that Islam is completely dialed in and has put in years of work with his coaches. He also believes Islam doesn't need to rely on takedowns to beat Ian Garry. In his view, Makhachev can cause problems for Garry even on the feet.
And that's what people are sleeping on. So don't sleep on that part, because that's the part that he's so damn good. We can do this with him. I've been doing this with Islam now. Remember, I've been with him for 12 years or plus, 12 years plus, so there's a lot of work that's been done with him and I and other coaches, and he's dialed in. He's dialed in as a striker, and people sleep on his striking, think that he has to take Ian down. He doesn't have to take him down.
Jorge Masvidal believes Ian Garry will make the first 2 rounds difficult for Islam Makhachev. However, he expects Islam's pressure to gradually wear Garry down. Masvidal thinks Makhachev will eventually find an opening for a takedown. As Garry slows down, Islam's control could become too much to handle. In the end, Masvidal predicts Makhachev will finish the fight.
With Makhachev a little bit there, he's more of a fighter. Makhachev, his feet are more on the ground. He's either going to grapple you or throw some bombs. So I think it's going to be hard to find Ian the first 2 rounds. But I think as Ian starts to wear out and Makhachev starts to wearing him a little bit and change up the level, get a good fake, land a good shot, then get to the leg. That's going to really start to wear on Ian. I think he finishes him, but it's not going to be an easy 2 rounds. This is the way I see it. It's the way I've seen it since the fight's been announced. I think the first 2 rounds are going to be tough for him.
Chael Sonnen believes Islam Makhachev has the ability to finish Ian Garry quickly. However, he doesn't think Garry has the same finishing threat against Islam. Chael also disagrees with the idea that Gary's best path to victory is a knockout. Instead, he believes Garry needs to win 3 rounds to take the decision. For Sonnen, Islam has more ways to end the fight than Garry does.
Now, Islam does have the capabilities to get rid of Ian fast. I don't know that Ian has the capabilities to get rid of Islam fast. I do not believe, contrary to popular belief, contrary to my partners over at DraftKings who believe if Ian Garry is going to win, he's more likely to win by knockout than anything else, I don't agree. I believe he needs to win 3 rounds.
Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson believes Islam Makhachev has a strong wrestling game, dangerous body kicks, and very good hands. He says the key will be how Islam manages to close the distance against Ian Garry. Garry's movement will also play a major role in avoiding those exchanges. If Islam can force the fight into his preferred range, he could take control. For Johnson, the battle of distance and movement will be crucial.
Where Islam Makhachev's very good about wrestling, he has the body kick, very good hands. So it's gonna depend like how he's gonna be able to get to Ian Garry, and how is Ian Garry gonna be able to move and negate the clash that needs to happen in the fight. So
Joe Rogan praised Islam Makhachev's striking, especially his ability to attack the lead leg with low kicks. He pointed out how quickly Islam can disrupt an opponent's movement with repeated kicks. Rogan also highlighted the influence of Khabib Nurmagomedov and the elite level of their team. He believes Islam's striking has reached another level compared with what many expect. For Rogan, Makhachev's evolving stand-up game makes him an even more dangerous fighter.
Islam shut his game down right away. He low kick front leg real quick, had him limping real quick. Like within the first round, he had hit it 3 or 4 times bad.
I imagine being Khabib, just your protege just coming in.
And Khabib's even better than him.
Right.
That's what's so crazy. That's how good those guys are. KOing people, man. It's different.
Yeah.
He's different. He's head kicking Volkanovski. It's like a different level of stand-up.
Din Thomas believes Islam Makhachev's precision is one of the most dangerous parts of his game. He points out that Islam doesn't just know the techniques, he executes them with remarkable consistency. According to Thomas, every movement in Makhachev's grappling is calculated and deliberate. That level of accuracy makes Islam extremely difficult to defend against. For Thomas, Makhachev's technical precision is a major key to his dominance.
And the way he operates. And the one thing I can say about him is his precision. Because we got to get out of this idea that technique is measurable. A Darce is a Darce. Passing the guard is passing. It's what, when you got a guy who really knows what he's doing, it's different. It works. Right? And when you got a guy who doesn't know what they're doing, it doesn't work. You see, he tried an armbar, it's tight, and it doesn't look good. You're like, that's a sloppy armbar. Like, Islam Makhachev is so precise with his technique.
Georges St. Pierre believes the matchup favors Islam Makhachev because of the styles involved. He says Islam has more ways to win, making him the more logical pick. GSP respects Ian Garry's skills but sees Makhachev's well-rounded game as the bigger advantage. In his view, Islam has more tools to control the fight. If forced to choose, GSP would put his money on Makhachev.
I think the odds, because of the style, favors Makhachev probably. Because of the styles. I think Islam Makhachev have maybe more ways to win the fight. So if I'm just thinking rational, according to the odds, I think it favors Makhachev.
Ali Abdelaziz believes the UFC could regret making this matchup because Islam Makhachev has a major advantage over Ian Garry. He says Islam is more motivated than ever and continues to improve every part of his game. Abdelaziz expects Makhachev to pressure Garry, take him down, and pass his guard. He believes Islam's relentless pressure could eventually lead to a finish. In his view, Makhachev has everything needed to dominate the fight.
Listen, at the end of the day, I think after this fight, the UFC is going to regret they made this fight, in my opinion. And they're going to look at your fight was against Duplessis, how you win 5 rounds, a world champion at middleweight. And he's difficult guy to fight, but Islam can make it really easy work for him. But I'm telling you something, Islam is working so hard. I never seen him working as hard, and he got a lot better than last time I saw him. And he's very motivated, very motivated. And I think he's fighting a guy who runs a lot. Islam have to punch him in the chest, take him down, pass his guard, mount him, and finish him.
Islam Makhachev is confident he can finish Ian Garry once the fight goes to the ground. He believes Garry's reach and striking could make things difficult at distance. However, Islam sees Garry's ground game as the biggest weakness he can exploit. He also says he may take more risks because he wants to finish the fight. In Islam's view, getting Garry to the ground could be enough to end it.
Yeah, sure. This fight I will take more risk to finish my opponents because I like it. Finish my opponents, you know. And this fight, I think, honestly, from the first time when I'm taking him down, I have chance to finish him because I saw his ground game. It's not so good, you know. He have good strikings, long reach, you know, long arm. He control the distance, always go back. But I see when I'm taking him down, it's gonna be finish.
Ian Garry believes Islam Makhachev has never faced someone with his combination of height, speed, and reach. He says his distance management, boxing, and head movement give him a unique advantage. Garry also points to his takedown defense as another key weapon. He admits Islam may be able to take him down at some point, but Garry believes his overall skill set will make the matchup extremely difficult for Makhachev.
He's never fought someone as long and tall as me. He's not fought someone as fast as me. He's not fought someone who has the distance management, the boxing capabilities, the head movement that I did, but also the takedown defense.
Now it's your turn to decide. Do you agree with the UFC legends and experts who believe Islam Makhachev can finish Ian Garry inside 3 rounds? Or do you think Garry has the tools to survive Islam's pressure and pull off the upset? Drop your prediction in the comments and tell us who you think will win. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more UFC predictions and fight analysis.